Really? You're gonna do this to me now? Oh, wait, here it comes. Yeet! uh, just gotta wait on YouTube Studio, of course. Get the notification. It's usually a really good sign. It's funny, I get the notification, but at the same time, I'm getting a no data reading from freaking YouTube Studio. So, we'll see if YouTube Studio actually wants to work out with me here. All right, there I am. Hello, self. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back, as you can tell, in a much better mood. As the first half of the MLB season, technically, although we are way past the first half, but the first part of the season is over. And, well, safe to say, the Guardians, well, they woke up. Yeah. I was wondering where the offense was during that 10-game skid, right? Couldn't score for anything. I mean, I hate to make this like analogy, this comparison. They couldn't score on a freaking corner chick, if you know what I'm saying, right? You know, in the big cities, at night, you go out, street corners, chicks everywhere. Couldn't score on any of them. Now all of a sudden, oh look, there's the offense. I'm like, where was this at the last 2 weeks? You got me out here ranting and raving, talking about this team sucks. Will they ever win again? Right? You couldn't score on Detroit. You could have swept their asses, but you couldn't score. So what happens? They go to Houston, sweep them. And then we head to the south side of Chicago to face a bona fide AAA team in the White Sox. But of course, as you know, with baseball, don't take any team lightly. These are major leaguers. No, are they good major leaguers? Yeah. But they do have some solid pieces. Don't take any team lightly these days. And the Guardians went in, and it's pretty clear they meant business. First game of the series, of course, this was a 4-gamer. And the first game was rained out. As you guys saw, I wanted to stream the game. I ended up streaming an absolute banger because the Mariners went from a Brian Wu no-hitter to a Yankee walk-off. 100 real quick. Right? So, doubleheader coming up. Guardians, first game, of course, Logan Allen versus Shane Smith. And for a while, it looked like same old against Shane Smith. We couldn't touch him until all of a sudden, top second, Daniel Schneemann and Angel Martinez, back-to-back jacks, get us on the board. And then, right after, right on cue, Logan Allen, meatball up and in on Luis Robert. He crushes it to left, ties the game. But not to be outdone, Carlos Santana answered in the top of the 6th with one of his own. 2-run shot to center field. Gave the Guardians the lead for good. Logan Allen, 6 innings, only 1 hit allowed. 2 runs scored, 2-run shot. Top of the 3rd, made it 2-1. Literally very next half inning. Miguel Vargas ties it up, sac fly. Bottom 5, Sosa homered again. 3-2, Sox. Top 6, Rocchio ties the game with a double. Top 7, Ana Martinez gives us the lead 4-3 on a double. And then bottom 8, they tie it up again. Rojas sac fly. And then the Guardians offense went night-night. They wouldn't score again. And what really, really angered me, they had bases loaded, back-to-back innings in extras. You just had Kolby Allard pull a Houdini act to get you out of the 10th after you loaded the bases and you couldn't score. And Manzardo comes up, couldn't do it. So then we go to the 11th, bottom 11, sack bunt. They walk Taylor. Tauchman reached on the fielder's choice. Wins the game for the Sox. So as always, we saw header. Definitely felt like we could have won that game out. Definitely felt like we could have won that game outright. We could have blown the doors off them, but offense just glitched and they couldn't bring home the runs. Really, really disappointing. For sure. For sure. Really disappointing. Really disappointing. Because I truly felt like we could have won that game. %. So yeah, Vassell got the win, 4-3, 2.47 ERA. Vassell got the win, 4-3, 2.47 ERA. And then Allard took the hard luck loss, 2-1, 2.45 ERA. Wow. And they really went hard with Vassell. 3 innings. Pretty much they rode him, giggity, the rest of the game. After Eisert came in and, yeah. To the game. After Eisert came in and, yeah. Like, you know what? You're going to put you on the grindstone here. Like, you know what? You're going to put you on the grindstone here. We win or lose because of you, Vassell. And he held it down. Can't even hate. Cannot even hate. You know? So then we get to game number 3, the game yesterday. And the Guardians offense, well, we awakened a little bit. Yeah. The offense reawakened as they would score first again with a Santana single, making it 1-0. And like I mentioned, yeah, Gavin, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 5 walks, 5 Ks, 2 homers in the second game of the doubleheader. 3.70 ERA. Cannon, 5 innings of 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks, and a homer. 4.44 ERA for him. Again, the win went to Vassell, the loss to Allard. Tough luck. Get into yesterday's game. Tanner Bybee, who we've known has been notorious for blowing leads. Well, they did it again. Bybee went in there. He honestly wasn't even bad. 5 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 4.29 ERA. Against Burke, who went 5 innings of 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 4.36 ERA for him. Guardians struck first with a Santana single, and then a sac fly from Martinez, top 4, giving us 2-0 lead. But of course, we get a multi-run lead, and then Tanner forgets how to pitch. Kyle Teel, 2-run single, which really wasn't on him. That was more or less because Ryan Rocchio freaking stinks as a fielder. They picked off the runner. They had him cooked. He was done for. Trying to steal third. Rocchio couldn't get the ball to J-Ram. But you know how bad you gotta be to not even be able to get a ball to J-Ram? Boy, you gotta suck butt. So that really hurt for sure. That's all that they would get. Because top 6, Kyle Manzardo, solo shot to give us the lead, 3-2. And that was right after, I believe, the game before. He had a little botch. Yeah. Played at first base. Couldn't make the catch. People were getting on his case about that. But he bounced back with a homer. Solo shot, 3-2. And then Kwan would add a run in the 7th, making it 4-2. And then he would add another run in the 9th, making it 5-2. And then J-Ram would put a bow on top with an RBI single, making it 6-2. No Class A. In fact, the bullpen was lights out after Bibee exited. Did not allow a hit. The bullpen had a no-hitter. 3 1/3 innings of no-hit ball from the bullpen. Sabrowski was disgusting. 4 Ks for him. Smith was good. Yeah, Smith was good. And Festa came in to seal the deal. So good job by the bullpen. And Bibee got his first win since May. He's 5-9, 4.29 ERA. Leisure took the loss. He's 2-5, 4.50 ERA. Overall, good stuff. Bibee again, 5 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 4.29 ERA. Burke, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 4.36 ERA. Not a bad way to end your first half, right, Tanner? So now we talk about today's game. Yeah. This game was all sorts of messed up, right? Back and forth. Aaron Civale, former Guardian, versus Joey Cantillo, who has been rock solid, but he has his limits. He's a borderline reliever, pretty clear after today, especially. He's a borderline reliever. He's a good stretch guy, though. You know, he's a good guy that you can go out if needed, and he'll get you solid outing. He'll get you innings. He'll strike people out. He's much better than he was before. I will give him that. Not even slandering him. He's a good pitcher. He has good stuff. He's just not a front line pitcher. He's not a Shane Bieber, a Tanner, a Gavin. He's a good pitcher, though. Okay. So today, we had Aaron against Cantillo. And just like with Smith before, for a while there, it looked like Civale was going to cook us. And Civale's stuff isn't even that impressive. We saw it with us. He is a soft tosser. Those guys are tricky because they don't have the speed to get you. They make that ball dance. And if you can't have it dance, you're serving barbecue chicken. That's the way, soft tossers are. You don't have the power in your throw. You're not cooking upper 90s. You're barely touching 90 on your fastball. So if that ball isn't dancing around the plate, you're cooked. And it got to him. He had us beat for a while there, as Austin Slater would give them the lead in the bottom of the 4th with a homer. Literally first pitch. Cantillo tried to get one past him. Inside, I believe it was, and yeah. Tried to sneak it past him inside, and nope. Put it in the seats. 1-0. Bottom 5, Taylor, sac fly, and then a Slater single gave him the 3-run lead. And I'm thinking, oh God, here we go. This team is ready for the break. It's a no-show. And then the top of the 6th happened. J-Ram would ground into a force out with the bases loaded, making it 3-1. And then the guy that we got in the Civale trade, Kyle Manzardo, came up, 3-run homer to give us the lead, 4-3. Great stuff there. But then, in classic Guardians fashion, they blew it immediately. Bottom 6, Benintendi homered. It's 4-4. And then it'd be back and forth from that point on. As top 8, J-Ram sac fly made it 5-4. Bottom 8, which this was started because Stephen Kwan made a derpy play and left, trying to, smother a ball. It couldn't do it. Got underneath his glove, went to the outfield wall. Runner scored, making it 5-5. Just bad stuff. Luis Robert. And this is after they intentionally walked Benintendi. Yeah. Now have no fear. It was tied at 5. It would go to extras thanks to some gutsy pitching from guys like Jacob Junis and Cade Smith. They would get us to the 9th, and then in the 10th, Clase, solid. Top 10, Stephen Kwan, sac fly, made it 6-5. And then Clase would come in with a runner on second. So the tying run is on second from the get-go. And what we saw was just classic shutdown baseball as a closer. Fly out to Tauchman, struck out Teal, and got Sosa to ground out. And the Guardians take 3 of 4 from the Sox. They could have easily swept them. Cantillo, 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 6 Ks, 2 walks. And then Savale, of course, 5 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks and a homer. 5.30 ERA for Savale. Cantillo with a 4.17 ERA. On a 6-1 road trip. Out of the break, it's very favorable. If they play like this, they're not going to lose many games. Straight up. But they got to keep this up, though. Right? Got about 2 weeks before the trade deadline. In fact, by the time we get back going again, it will be damn near the trade deadline in about 2 weeks. Yep. I believe games resume on Friday the 18th, I'm pretty sure, that weekend. So, yeah, it'll be less than 2 weeks before the trade deadline. Have a homestand with the A's and the O's. Then you go to Kansas City. Sheesh. Then you have the Rockies coming into town too. Heading into the break, or heading into the trade deadline. Very favorable. And they're only 4.5 out of the wild card. It's there. If they want it, it's there. That series against the O's is going to tell us a lot about this team. If they go out and take 2 of 3 from the A's, and then how are these two still getting at bats? Like, they'd rather keep those 2 bozos up over Chase. It kills me, man. This front office kills me. And then, like I said, they're going to get hot. And rather than go out and get someone good, to fill up the needs, they're just going to leave them up here. And they're going to fester around. And we're going to get swept or something in the wild card or something. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. Got 2 weeks. And I'm sure the rumors will start swirling once the rumors are going to start swirling the moment this All-Star break is over. This part is only one Guardian is going to the All-Star festivities, I'm pretty sure, and that's Stephen Kwan. Honestly, I think he needs the at-bats. His bat has gone kind of cold, and we'll see how he does. But everybody else will be able to rest up and get healthy and hopefully ready for the stretch run. And even then, Steven's not a starter, so he'll probably come in and face like a bunch of relievers. So, that'll be fun. No Clase, though. or Cade, which is kind of a bummer, but I understand. So yeah, let's just get everybody back healthy and we'll see what happens. So if any rumors come out over the next 2 weeks regarding possible trades and stuff from refutable sources, guys like Morosi, Heyman, Ken Rosenthal, Passon, those guys, or even like Zach Meisel himself, I'll definitely have a video for those. As far as like trade target videos, no, I'm not going to be doing any of those right now. We're not in a position to talk about guys like that. I might do something like the week before the deadline if nothing has happened before then. I'll do a video or something talking about, potential trade targets, like, low tier guys that are cheap, they wouldn't cost much, because that's probably what we would do. We're not going to go big game hunting. Nope. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to get back to watching this MLB draft, not doing a reaction video because we picked so damn late, and I don't even know who we're going to pick. Doesn't really matter at this point, because I already know if we pick him, we probably won't even see him for like 4 or 5 years, because that's how we are with prospects. Meanwhile, the Angels kid they just drafted, we'll probably see that kid in like a year or so. Because they're like the exact opposite. They will rush that kid through the system as quick as possible. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a good rest of your day. And let's go, Guards. Get that rest up. Get your mind right and get ready for the second half. And we'll see what Chris Antonetti and them do, if anything, before the trade deadline in about 2 weeks. It's going to be a fun stretch, though. We'll see how they come out of the break. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Guards. And I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah. I swear. I said the Guardians are gonna go like 6-2, 6-1, 5-2 out of the break. Watch them freaking go like 2-5. That would send us down into the pits of cell mode for sure. 100%. But yeah, guys. Bye. I mean, you go 6-1 heading into the break. You'd come out and go 2-5. That'd be the most Guardians thing ever. So I don't know what to expect. But yeah, bye-bye. Have a good night. Yeah. Oh, yeah.